What's going on, guys? It's the Conscious One coming at you back here and in Red Rock Canyon. Just want to do a video, and I just kind of want to talk about why are people scared of success. I mean, I don't know, y'all tell me, but I guess I can come up with a few answers. But since I've never really been scared of success, well, let me stop lying. Of course I was, but I overcame it so quick that I actually forgot how it feels to be scared to be successful. And I know that sounds crazy because everybody claims they want to get paid. Everybody claims they want to be living better than what they living now. Everybody says, if you ask somebody, hey, would you like to make $1 million a year, they're gonna say, of course I do. But then you notice when you start to get the person to that, try to get the person to that point, or actually get them there, you find out that they have other ulterior motives for themselves. They not, it's like this, with the sports betting. I always say that you can judge a man by his sports bets, and you can. I can judge a man by the way he bets on sports. I can know his whole life story by the way he bets on a game. I can know if this is a wise man. I can know if this is a fool. I can know if this is somebody that saying they want to do something but really don't, really subconsciously don't, because they have an entity inside them that's they have allowed to take over their temple, knowingly or unknowingly, directly or indirectly. Okay. Now, when I first moved to Las Vegas, I had never been in Las Vegas. I didn't know anybody in Las Vegas. I didn't have a family members in Las Vegas. You think I wasn't like hesitant or somewhat afraid? Of course I was. But I had to take that leap of faith. I knew there was something out here. It was a reason that I had to be out here, even though I don't really want to be here. I don't want to be in the United States. But just like the Lord told Job to go and preach the kingdom to these people, and Job said he didn't want to do it. Look what happened. He got swallowed by a fish. So you kind of have to, your higher ups, your guides, your spiritual guides, which is your higher self. You have to obey. What I mean? I'm supposed to be in Las Vegas right now. People thought I was coming to Las Vegas for all different kind of things. People probably questioned my sexuality. Here's a grown man, no kids, and he's going to Las Vegas. People think all kind of stuff about you when your life is not going how theirs is. See, because I had a greater plan for myself. Number one, I don't want to bring children in the world unless I can afford to have children. Which, actually, I can, but that's another story. But, even Michael Jackson said, wanting to be starting something. Then he said in that song, if you can't feed your baby, yeah, then don't have a baby, yeah. I mean, this is the truth, you know what I mean? And so now there have been people who slander me and say, I'm some kind of weirdo because I don't have kids, or I could be gay, or this or that. And none of that stuff is the truth. I am somebody who just lived my life buster free, kept it real, stayed true to my brothers. I was always my brother's keeper, and the Lord decided to bless me, not only with getting me out here in the sunshine, but giving me a knowledge base that I can use for myself, and as well as help others who want to be successful. But it took me a long time to really understand that there are people who are actually scared of success. They have actually become comfortable with chaos and drama. And matter of fact, they can't live any other way. If you tried to bring them to a point, well, let's say, I can make somebody $1,000 a day. That's not that, a lot of people think about that. That's not an easy transition for the mind of an individual who's not ready to make that transition. They may like being on the bottom. They like being bottom feeders. Bottom feeders don't want to be on top. Okay? I'll say it again. Bottom feeders do not want to be on top. That's why they're called bottom feeders. Okay, it's not even a diss. It just is what it is. Okay, you know what I'm saying? And the thing is, like I was telling brother Baldhead Jamaican the other day, and well, we talked about this before. I kind of lost my thought, but yeah, we talked about this before. People are allergic to being successful. Okay, you try to show somebody how to do something, that they have to eat right in order to think right, and then they think right. Only then could they, advance to a certain level. Because let me tell you, I can teach somebody the knowledge of sports betting, but I can show them the door. But guess what? It's up to them to walk through that door. I cannot take them through that door. They have to make a decision for themselves whether they want to make $1,000 a day. You can't put. I mean, how does that sound? I can't put no gun in nobody's head and say, "Hey, make $1,000 a day now or else." You see? Then this is why people who win these lotteries, bad stuff ends up happening to them, don't it? Y'all know when y'all be hearing about these people that win a lottery, and then all of a sudden 2 years later their life is in shambles, or either they locked up or dead. That's because they couldn't handle that kind of energy. Money, currency is energy. You have to be able to receive energy. You have to have the antennas properly calibrated to receive certain energies. Okay? If you can't receive, it's just like, I believe when you buy something battery from the store, it might say, I think 110 volt AC or something, and you got to hook it up. It has to match, but in other countries it's like another kind of voltage. That's what we're talking about. The generator has to be able to receive that kind of energy. If it can't receive that kind of energy, it's not going to work. It's going to be stagnant energy or stagnant currency. Okay? We know that a lot of these people, not all of them, but few homeless people out here are actually mentally, disabled. Because even if you took them off the street and tried to say and feed them and say, "Hey, I got a job for you, and you can have a house within a year and totally redo your life," do you honestly think it would be that kind of easy transition? Getting a person off the street, and all of a sudden overnight they're paying a mortgage. It don't work like that, guys. You have to have the proper conductor. Okay? You have to have the proper conductor. It was very hard for me to decide I wanted to be successful, because I knew that was going to lead to isolation. See, like they say, misery loves company. So people who like being miserable, they surround themselves by other people who miserable. Okay? That's why we got, y'all heard about, we got the 10%ers and we got the 5%ers. 5%ers will naturally, freely, out of their own heart, give you something for free to go for yourself and tell you that you are the most high of yourself. You see? That's what a real leader will tell you. But some people cannot handle that kind of information. They have to be following the group. They have to be on that wide path. I'm not on a wide path. I'm on that narrow road. I'm the 5%, you see. I'm not the 10% because I don't exploit people for the knowledge that I have. Do I have a lot of knowledge? Absolutely I do. It's not to be egotistical about it, but I have studied many, many subjects for years. Many subjects for years, and I had to humble myself to do that. It didn't just come, overnight. I had to humble myself to take in this knowledge. That's another thing. Humility is big. I could tell when a guy is really not humble, really doesn't have humility about himself just by the way he bets. I can tell what type of person he's going to be. It's almost like when I watch people bet on sports, it's almost like I'm looking at some tarot cards or a crystal ball or something. I know exactly what kind of person that is just by the way they bet. It's real talk. But the 5% give the information for free. I mean, you can donate to us, but we know we're the Lord's righteous. We're the righteous teachers. We're not asking for anything. We do it out of natural kindness of our heart. Then you have the 10%ers who have the same knowledge that I have, but have used it to exploit other people who are on the bottom, to make themselves feel aloft because of social obligations, or maybe just low self-esteem. You understand? See, this is kind of stuff we dealing with out here, guys. Not everybody wants to be successful. Not everybody has the proper generator to receive that kind of energy. They have to stay with the bottom feeders. Okay? They have to stay down there with the bottom feeders and deal with the shit. Okay? That's the truth about it. Now, the truth is, with this sports thing, you can make however much money you want to make. If you want to make $50 a day, you make 50. If you want to make $20 a day, you make $20 a day. If you want to make $1,000 a day, then you make $1,000 a day. And I could show anybody how to do that. And I have my word backed up on it. And the only thing a man has is his word too. You understand? The only thing a man truly has is his word. Okay, that's all you got in this world. Money is fake. It's real. It's fake. As soon as you start getting money, you're gonna have some other problems. More money, more problems. You know what I'm saying? Like Biggie used to say. Okay. You know, you have to have a stable mind to be successful. You have to be balanced. Your tempo has to be balanced, both physically, psychologically, biologically, spiritually. You know, all that stuff. Emotionally has to be balanced. Okay, and like the 13th son say on YouTube, that's when you come into your Merkabah, you know, your pyramid, your Mu, your More, when your spiritual, physical, and astral body, you know, it combines equally, and then that's when you can go inside yourself and find the God that was within. So sometimes people say, who is God? I say, I'm God. They say I'm crazy because they have been taught exoteric program of believing that something exists outside of themselves. Okay? When you really look at the whole thing, Jesus told his disciples that greater you are, you will be denied. What was Jesus telling the disciples? Jesus was the 13th man, by the way. Yes, he was the 13th man. He was telling the disciples that it's not a God up here, or it's not even me. It's inside yourself. And as soon as you realize that, you can rise to higher levels and do what you need to do, not only on this physical realm, but in the spiritual realm as well. Okay? It's inside of you. It's not out in the cloud somewhere. And I can use the same book that all the so-called Christians are using to explain exactly what I'm saying. So guys, you know, you got the exoteric and you got the esoteric. Exoteric is what you tell your child. It's what you tell a child. You tell a child that if they be good, that Santa Claus is going to come down the chimney and give them some gifts. That's exoteric information, similar to being nice guy on a planet, and then God is going to take you to heaven. Listen, I've already explained in other videos that the only place who can take you anywhere is yourself. No one can put you anywhere. That's how powerful we are. You own your soul. You own it, unless you sell it. Okay. Unless you've sold out, you own your soul. You're the owner of it. It's the most precious thing in the world. Money could not buy how much your soul is worth. You know, money could not buy it. So again, most people are on exoteric information. They believe if they just go to church, do what they're told, which is actually evil to allow somebody to tell you what to do. You're giving up your will. You're giving up your covenant. You're giving up your temple to someone else. Temple is not church. A temple is your own physical body. Go look it up. So everybody's living on this exoteric information. If they just be a good boy and good girl, then God is going to come down them and grant them gifts and let them go into heaven. It doesn't work like that, guys. Okay, so then you have the esoteric information, and the esoteric information is the real information. You know, that's who they were throwing to the lions in ancient Rome. They were throwing to the lions people who had esoteric information, and they were castigating them and slandering them and saying it was this and it was witches and this and that, and everybody in the town believed them, and then it was the most evil thing ever. You know, these were called the Gnostics. You know, we have Gnostics of today as well as the people who have the true knowledge. You know what I'm saying? That's Gnosticism. Okay. And only when you study esoteric information is when you can finally break through and find out what's really going on. But remember, not everybody can handle the truth. Like Jack Nicholson said, one of the most popular statements ever of all time in the movie genre. So guys, that's it. I'm about to wrap it up. But yeah, that's how it is. I mean, I have developed a skill that whoever wants to, if you want to make 50, 100, 500, 1,000, whatever you want, I can make somebody whatever, however they want. That's the level I'm on right now. Okay. So if people want to listen to me and need and want to make that kind of money, it don't take much to invest. I mean, I started off, putting $20 on games and was just winning 20 every day, 20, 20, 20, 20. But hell, even $20 a day is $500-$600 a month. Okay, my rent is $650. Okay, if you could pay the roof over your head just by laying a bet on a game, if you know what you're doing, then guess what? It's not gambling anymore. You actually are you are now a corporate entity. That's what I am right now. I'm my own corporation. I'm my own single corporate entity because I'm able to generate all types of income to people who are looking to get those kind of incomes. And so I don't know how much longer I'm going to be on YouTube with the sports betting. I'm looking for people to invest in me that want to invest in me. But again, I will say this again. I do want to have a personal relationship with the people that want to do this. I don't want it to be secret buddy pen pal type stuff. I want people to know what I know in this sports betting thing, so they can go out and go for themselves. Me, I make my own money. Technically, I don't have to teach anybody anything. You see what I'm saying? But so I guess that's about it, guys. That's about all I got to say. And just like my sister told me a few weeks ago, not everybody's on your level. You have to understand that. You're gonna have to leave some folks behind just to get where you deserve to be. Notice I said not what you want, what you deserve. Not everybody deserves the same thing either. Okay? Not everybody deserves the same thing. Okay? Alright, so guys, that's all I'm gonna say, and y'all take care out there and talk to you soon. Peace.